Hi friends, welcome to TutusFunny channel. Today I am going to teach about the Tailwind CSS very easiest way. Yeah, everyone having a doubt about Tailwind CSS. It is very difficult. There are many students are telling that. I will be teaching very easiest way. Now I am going to go to start a new project. Web Tailwind. Here I'm going to create two different files. One is for HTML CSS, another one for Tailwind. So first one index.html. This is for HTML. Another one is this one for the. I'm going to name it as. I'm going to name it as this one. Let's name it as index2h.html like this. This one for HTML. So HTML integration in VS Code that very simple. Hold on the shift key down and press 1. You can implement that. So here I'm going to create a simple container. You can see here simple one. Start with div, open and close bracket. Here I'm going to name it as class. You have to write this one as container. So here inside this container class, I'm going to do the styling part. I'm going to do it as here styling. Okay, styling. How to style this one as start it over here. This container I have how to implement it. See this container. You copy this, paste on it over here. Open and close bracket. You write this one display flags. You have right here justify container center, align item center. Okay, so that this one horizontally we have to make the center this container. Align mean vertically center. Okay, have a look. This one, this container. What is the text you entered here? So that we have the paint here. We have the paint document. Container mean is nothing but like this. This container mean this like this one. Something is a container. We need this something text. We have to write it here. It is horizontally center, vertically center. I'm going to this is new word like that. So how to make it this one as a okay, this is simple one. Okay, simple. I'm going to make it as okay. So what I'm going to do is here, that's the thing have it. Now I want to do it here as okay. So here I'm going to make the text. This is new word. Control S to save. Otherwise you can go and save it. That's it. Display flags. I am implementing the flags. Justify container center, align content center. Okay, so now let's go and run on it. First one. Here it's coming here. It is center. Vertically center. This is here center. Okay, here I haven't specified the height. If you specify the height, it will be center. It take care of this spaces. Okay. Okay, so don't worry about that now. Okay. So you can specify the height property 100 viewpoint. Here it is center. Okay, now I'm not going to give the height. Okay, let's leave as it is. This simple. Now here I want to do the thing is another one. Font size, make it as 30 pixel. Font weight, make it as bold. That's the only things I am doing the styling part. Very simple. It's a container. This container we are giving the flags direction. It's default. If you are not giving the direction, it is default direction will be row. Justify container center, align container size specified and bold. That's it. Now let's have a look. Here it is the text. The same thing. How do I implement it into Tailwind CSS. It's very simple. Hold on shift key down, press 1, press enter key to implement it. Now here we no need to touch include inside the head tag. We have to what the things we have to include it inside the head tag is you have to go to the Tailwind. You just go to the Google and type Tailwind CSS or something. If you click on it, just go to the respective website. Okay, it has a documentation. Click on it. Okay, documentation you can get anything you want. Okay, you can get anything you want from the documentation. Okay, so you have to styling and everything. Now here, go to the place area. Here the installation. This is when you click documentation, it's coming to this page, which is the installation page. Here you have to go to that tab which is called as place area. Copy this style. Copy this, paste inside that tag. This is the thing you have to do. File save. Now I successfully implemented the Tailwind CSS in my project. Now I'm going to go to doing the style. You have the same thing what I implemented in my HTML CSS. Same thing I'm going to this code I convert into my Tailwind. So here I'm going to the same text. I just copied the new word, paste it on it inside this div tag. Okay, so how would I style this one? It's very simple. Inside this div tag, same thing we have to implement the class. Here also the same thing you have to implement the class. Here we have inside the HTML we have written the CSS file separately and call the class name inside the class, inside the double quotation mark. Okay, so here apart from this, here we are doing this. How to do the thing is, here I'm going to do simply we have to implement the flags into Tailwind. You go and look at the documentation, click on the search bar, you write it here flags. If you click on the flags, how to implement the flags, it will be explained. You can see that flags, how to implement the flags. You can see the flag basics, flags direction, how to implement the flag direction column. Here this column, row, all the things how to implement this, all things I explain here like this. Okay, this here everything. So we write like this, flags, you write like this. Column here go like this. Okay. So how to do the thing is very simple. You have to write it simply. You have to implement the flags simply. You have to write flags. Okay. If you are not giving the column, if you want to write the column, you have to specify the column, flags column. As a documentation explained, this column. Okay. Now we don't need the column. We just keep flags. First I want to this code, justify container, realign center. It's very simple way to write it in here. Here you can pick up the justify container here. How to write the justify container center here? Simple, the same simple code. Just copy it, paste on it here. Very simple code. Here. After that, align enter center. That's also simple. Go to the align items. This align items, not align content, align item is item center. Copy this. Okay, but here justify content, here that justifying content etc. We no need to write that this all the entire code. The flags they implemented, justify content etc. Align item center gets item center. Only that putting the item center. This only this everything's are there. It is that code get rid of these items. Only this keep this one. Okay, here only keep flags. No need this class and all. Very simple to implement it. So how to do the next things? How to do the next thing? Font implementation. It is very simple. You have to select, go to that documentation font. Here you have to implementation the fonts. Change the font styles. You can change it. Click on it. Font size. Click on the font size. The various styles are there. I want to go for the custom one. Custom one, here go to the text. This is a text. Just copy this. Okay, so if it is a small base, these are the various sizes are there. You just implement and these all things you are just put it and have a look. Okay, you just put your code and have a look how the codes look like. Okay, so I just implement this text. So out of the I have custom size. I can put 30 pixel. Here also we have to custom 30 pixel. Here simple font size you have write it like this, text 30 pixel, very simple. After that what I'm going to do is, after that font weight also very simple. You can see the font weight is there. I need a bold. Here's a bold is there. Copy this. Enter bold. That's it. Control S to save. Back to my documentation. Run it the second one. It's working. The first one is working. Second is the same thing. This is very simple. You have to implement the Tailwind CSS. Thank you for watching.